Super Bowl 56.
It's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Third and 1. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And Yeah, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They snap it to Herbert. Being chased out left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 16, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Gun. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the option, here's Eckler. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. for it with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Offline. He hooked it. It's no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eckler again, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. 2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks, because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.